take stock of everything that's happened this year. How many times have you lied this year? Is it now like a pattern for you? Do you think that it's something that you just do? Like, I lie now, not small thing now. Not small sin. There's no such thing as a small sin or a big sin. Well, another value that a lot of people, showing respect for others and their points of views. How do we now revive your family values, the values that you've let go, the value system that you've always had? Oh, it could be that I'm not gonna have premarital sex ever until I get married, and you've strayed, but you can still come back. You can still say, you know what, I'm gonna be celibate until I get married. I may have strayed, but I'm going to do the most in 2025. These are the value system that I'm hoping that, as we discuss right here on Family Matters, we take into cognizance all the things that we may have done wrong this year, all the values that our parents have instilled in us that we have strayed away from. This is time to do a rethink and ask yourself if this is the path that you want to follow, or you definitely want to go through with the family values that you've always had. The number to call me on, the number to text me also. Well, you can call me on 0705-89-04927 or 08050920927. You can send me a WhatsApp message or a voice note on WhatsApp to 0705-69000927. What is your value system? Have you strayed? I want to talk to you about it because it's something that we need to actually talk about. If you strayed, are you going to do better in 2025? Is it something that you're working on? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. This is Goddess.
Good morning. What is your name and where are you calling me from?
This is Eric. Calling from my papa.
Eric from Apapa?
Yeah, compliments of the season.
Oh, same to you, Eric. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. So, I mean, what is that value system that you think that you may have strayed away from?
Lying.
Lying, okay.
Yeah, I lied again.
Yeah.
I think I'll be there.
But we're going to do better in 2025, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because you know the thing with saying the truth, you don't have to remember whether you it's wrong or right. Once you said it, you said it. And sometimes I think that it starts with the small things. Where are you? I'm at exactly. Is the where are you? Especially if you are running late and you need to meet up with someone. Where are you? I did Obalende now, but honestly, you did Yano. If the person cannot wait, exactly. If I'm at Yano Woro, that's where I'm at. I'm going to be honest with you, to be honest. Or is it business ventures? Oh, your customer is calling you, your client is calling you.
No. Mostly telling my friends when they call me, I don't.
All right. I thank you so much for calling. I like that you've admitted that you're going to do better in 2025. Big ups to you. Well, I mean, with reviving your family values, I want you to first of all start by envisioning how your childhood was. How we're honest with no ounce of, are you hungry? Yes, mommy. Are you not hungry? No. Like, you're honest. Honesty is something that is a value system that we just earlier mentioned, I and Eric just spoke about. Honesty. Be honest. Say the truth. It's a value system. Some people, I know someone that can never tell a lie. In fact, it tells on his face when he's lying. You can easily tell. So you can easily just tell this person they lie. He cannot hide it. So, I mean, he would rather just say the truth and let it just go. Start by envisioning how you turn, how your value system when you were growing up was, what your parents had told you in the past, what they had said, how they had said what they had said, and all the small quotes that they had given to you. Oh, good name is better than riches, and all of that. Think about it and envision yourself being a child again and understanding that and coming to go through it. With parents who have kids now, you envision how you want your child to turn out. It's important. Well, I got to go on this short break. But when I come back, it's still the Super Breakfast Show, your one family, one radio station, Super 92.7 FM.
92.7 Super FM.
Every person in my life deserves breakfast. Brother me deserves all the nourishment he can get. Mama Nkechi Unko, she has such a big heart. She deserves a breakfast that can nourish her. And let's not forget my little sister. This Peak Mini is just her size.
There's nourishment for you with the Peak Mini Pack. Peak. Reach for your peak. As a fan of praise and worship, imagine the rhythm of BJ Sax, Yinka Alashiori, and Blessing Lopez. The ministration of Tokwe Alabi. The vibes of MK, Mike Abdul, Tosin Alao, Tony Adoki, Testimony Jagger, Akburu, Tosin B. All on one stage, and a host of other prominent ministers. Are you ready? 2024, increase and abound. Location is the Police College Ground, Ikeja GRA, on December 26, Boxing Day, from 10 a.m. Entry is free, because you don't have to pay to praise.
Praise in the city, give Jesus praise.
A Thanksgiving music festival, powered by CC 1051 FM.
Bwana ni mwokozi wangu, tena ni kiongozi wangu, ananipenda leo kuliko jana, baraka zake hazikuishi, si kama binadamu abadilikie, ananipenda leo kuliko jana.
Salty Soul, Kuliko Jana, featuring the Red Fourth Chorus Choir. Your one family, one radio station, Super 92.7 FM is the frequency that you're listening to. It's 17 minutes past the 10 o'clock hour today, the 23rd of December, 2024. And on Family Matters today, we're taking stock of family values that we may have just let go just because, maybe we're growing older and we don't see the need. But guess what? This is the value system that you get to instill in your children, if at all you want to have any. This is the value system that you definitely would instill in your children. And it's very important that you do that. Well, let's just get right into other conversations regarding this. But you can join another conversation. Tell me what your thoughts are on this. 0705 8904927 or 08050920927. What is that one family value that you let go of in 2024? That you think that 2025 you're gonna go back to doing it? Because it's something that is beneficial to not just you as an individual, but to your family at large. Now, how do you as an individual, as a family, actually imbibe family values in your children? In your family, how do you start? Like I said, you start by envisioning how you want your child to turn out. What do you want your child to be when he or she grows? How do you want him or her to relate with other people? What kind of characteristics do you want people to describe your child as? Oh, he's such a smart young man. Oh, he's such a honest boy. Oh, this boy is he's so put together. These are values that you need to start doing now. The questions that you can ask, the things that you can do to ensure that value system stays in that child. Even when they remember, mommy and daddy's words. Mommy and daddy has said this in the past. They had said this, so I'm not sure that this is the right thing to do or the right path to go. Now, embody those values. Yes, it's something that you as an individual need to actually show, because children, like we all know, don't do the things that you say, they do the things that you do. The best way to teach a child is to embody what you're trying to teach. Your child to be honest. You must become honest yourself. Not that Daddy Kamaru will call you and say, why did you come to the office? Oh, I went to bury my father. Your daddy will say, I buried my father. Oh, that's why I've not finished your work. And your child is there watching you, looking at mommy and daddy saying a lie because they did not go for grandpa's burial. They didn't even meet grandpa. So you must be honest yourself. If you want your child to be hardworking, you yourself must be hardworking. If you want your child not to cut corners and go through the shortcuts, you yourself need to do same. I saw Matilda not too long ago. Matilda the movie. It's just something that I like to watch. I just like I watched the old one, the first Matilda, and I saw that. I mean, Matilda's father did not do He didn't do a honest business. He kept selling spare parts of cars that were bad and refurbishing cars and painting them so they're shiny, but truly the cars are not good. And he tried to teach his son to do the same so that he could make more profit and make more money. But Matilda kept telling him, only one of how many children can do that? The other boy, her brother, obviously was paying attention. And all those small things, he would take it up. And that is how his life will turn out. So yes, embody those values. If you want your child to be hardworking, you yourself need to be hardworking. If you want your child to prioritize family life, you also must prioritize family life. Not that you will go out. So if you raise a bad child, ensure that child is going to raise a bad family. Vis-a-vis, his own child will also do the same. Except one decides that, you know what, my father did not do the right by me, so I'm going to do right by my child. I've seen a lot of people break from that and say, okay, you know what, my father didn't do right by me, but I'm going to be a good father because I know the kind of things that I would have enjoyed being having a great father. So if my father wasn't a great father to me, I'm going to be a great father to my kids. Some people break out from that, but others nonchalant and they just let it go and they just go with the flow, go with the lifestyle that they have been presented, and that's not something that we need to do. So yes, call me on 0705 890497 or 0809 20927. We're talking family values today on 92.7 Super FM Lagos. Well, I mean, another thing that we need to do is spend time together to examine societal issues. And it's a very effective way to revive your family values. Now, there was a video that I saw on social media where a boy was being beaten for stealing. So now, sitting down together, maybe it was a movie, and the boy he had stolen, and they didn't catch him the first time, they didn't catch him the second time. So the third time they caught him, it was very brutal. They beat him. He was outside. He had stolen from his mom at home. Nothing was done. He was forgiving, no scolding whatsoever. In fact, he was even patted and told, don't do that again, yeah. And that was it. There was no sparing the word and spoiling the child conversation or stern warning of the child not doing that anymore. So the child went out and then stole, and the child was beating. Right. And so when I saw that, I was with my mom that sat down with me when I was young. I said, you see that child? You see what they did to him? If you ever steal, that is what's going to be done to you. It's a very effective way to revive your family values. I mean, probably a robbery or corruption or some negative behavior that happened around you or a movie that depicts that. Help your child understand why it is wrong and why if they do that, they would end up like these people. And it's a theory in communication. I can't remember the name of the theory. I remember that it was a theory of when children watch something and they see the repercussion, they don't indulge in it because they've seen that thing leads to them being either scolded or beating or something. Yeah, so it's actually a theory in communication. So it helps. So spend time with your kids to examine societal issues so that when they something like that occurs, they're not at the brink of it. They don't indulge in such activities. I mean, this kind of conversation will also give you an opportunity to correct your child's understanding of right and wrong and help them even better understand life as a whole. Now, reward good behavior cautiously though. Good behavior. Reward it. Reward your child when he or she exhibits some kind of values that you're trying to instill. So now, probably somebody stole in the house. Your child does something wrong. Who did this? When your child comes forth and say, oh, mommy, I'm the one that did it. Okay, I'm going to reward the fact that you said you were the one that did it. I applaud you, but I'm still going to scold you because you have done it. But that does not mean that in the future, if I ask you whether you've done something wrong, you don't tell me the truth, it's a good thing. No. Because then they say, oh, I'm still going to be flogged even when I say the truth. So what is it? Why would I say the truth regardless? So if I lie, they'll still beat me. So I will not say the truth and then they'll still beat me. So you get. So I mean, it's important that you reward your child when they exhibit the kind of values that they are trying to instill, as it will motivate them to do more and of those actions and actually gradually ingrain those values in them. But you have to be cautious because they can backfire. When a child is used to being rewarded for a particular action, he or she may lose sight of the importance of that action and focus on the reward only. So So they're doing it because mommy is going to give me something. She's going to reward me for that, which I have done. So it's important that we take that into cognizance as well, because it's quite important in instilling family values. And monitor your kids, monitor them. Ensure that they're not just pretending to you. Try to see if they remain truthful outside the house and not just deceiving mommy and daddy. And don't, we're just doing it. It's like you're stalking. Do it once in a while to avoid stalking them. So try to ensure that they're actually getting those values that you're trying to instill in them, because it's rather important. And if you as an adult, you have all the value system that your parents have taught you and you have gone astray, it's the end of the year. And we're going to begin afresh in 2025. It's going to be a new time for us to sit down and think about all the things we didn't do well in 2024 and say, you know what, 2025 is going to be a better year. We're going to try to be better people for the society, because it's important. It's rather important. Well, I mean, that is pretty much all I bring to you right here on Family Matters today. I hope that you have learned a thing or two. And even as an adult, I hope that some of the values that you may have forgotten or that you've lost sight of, you better understand them and indulging them, because, they just set you apart from the rest. You go to a group of friends, you know the one that is, this one. Oleko, Ogbeko. Because it goes beyond just a parent saying the most. Sometimes when the kids also need to understand peer pressure, because that's something that is also that is trampling upon family values. It's a worm in the family value system. It's a worm that it's so deep. Peer pressure. Your friends around you, because these are people that you roll with. These are your friends. These are your acquaintances. These are people that you're cordial with. And they begin to do some things that are out of your value system. Say no. I'm not going to do that with you. No is no. And we need to start raising stern kids that put their feet on the ground and say, I'm not going to do it. And there's nothing you can say that can change my mind. It is who I am. And I'm not apologetic about it. Because some people are going to, okay, let me just read, so I will not be the odd one out. My darling, be the odd one out and be the star. It's important. It's very important. And if you have not been doing this, try and start. Even if all those your old friends, if it's to deter yourself from those friends, by all means, if they are stuck with you or you're stuck with them, if they notice the pattern, say, you're no longer doing this because I've just been doing what you guys have been saying. I need to be my own person. And you definitely need to be your own person. Stand your ground on some value system that all your friends are doing it. All your friends smoke, they drink to stupor, and you are the one among them. They say, no, I'm not going to indulge in that. I don't smoke. I will not smoke. And they're like, oh God, they do church boy too much. I will not smoke. I don't want to smoke. I don't want to vape. I don't want to try it out. Put your foot on the ground. Be stern. I think that when we have put all these things I've spoken about into consideration, we raise strong kids that can go into the world and not be derailed by any peer, derailed by any friend whatsoever, telling them, if you don't do it, God, you they miss out. Let me miss out on it. Thank you very much. Moving on. Right. Well, it's been amazing doing this with you. Go nowhere. More music coming your way. More music to serenade you. That is pretty much all I'm bringing to you on Family Matters. But I will be back after I've played you quite a number of songs. This one you're going to be listening to is My Baby. It is by BM featuring Arya Starr. It's the remix of the song My Baby. Because you're my baby. Because you're my darling. Because you're my honey. You're my sweetheart. And we love you. We love that you're part of this family. But one thing that you may have not done right about now is that you have not followed us on social media. So why are you waiting? What are you waiting for? At Super FM Lagos is the handle. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Threads, Facebook, YouTube. Follow us across all social media platforms and we will definitely follow back and engage with our content because we love you. We definitely do. My Baby is up next right here on your One Family, One Radio station, Super 92.7 FM Lagos. The Gifted Goddess, your radio spice, is here.